Hello everybody, my name is Brad Johnson. Through the Empowered Light Expo on Sunday, I will be doing what's known as Cellular Body Regeneration and light codes. So what this is methods that I have personally developed relating to working with your own body on an energetic level, being able to program the cells within your body and being able to detoxify your body all through the power of consciousness. And the second part will involve the light codes. Light codes are again a bit more of a step up from the body regeneration, but it's basically showing you how you connect with the Creator, how you connect with the Divine, how you're able to actually receive instant light codes that actually help with people emotionally, mentally, physically, and helping to remove ailments, helping to transition any forms of illnesses within the body, emotional imbalances, belief systems. You're actually able to affect the environment as well too on an instantaneous level.
Our body is a technology. When we are able to tap into that area of our body, you are going to learn how to reprogram your cells because you're going to do it here today.
So I will be teaching these two practices relating to healing.
So, welcome. Thank you very much for being here today. We're going to be talking about cellular body regeneration and spirit light codes. So this is cellular body regeneration, the power of the Theta state and cell reprogramming, and of course, spirit codes will also be a part of it as well too. Can you guys hear me okay? Just so you know. All right, cool. Man uses brain power. If applied correctly, the brain can regenerate muscles and the nervous system. This was said by Yogi Kazam Gurbaz. So he is a very popular yogi, and he has really inspired and innovated a lot of people to know the power of the human body, the power of regenerating your cells, working together and completely empowering your body as well too through the practices he has done. The power of our minds. So this is a video, a short video that I just want to show with you guys right now. This was taken from YouTube, so you can find this online. This is referring to a hospital, I believe it is in Vietnam, and it is a medicine-less hospital. It basically has Qigong healers, and you're going to see before your eyes one tumor being dissolved in real time. So this is just their introduction right now, talking about Qigong, where they're located, what they do, etc.
The center has successfully treated more than 180 types of illnesses, including bladder cancer.
看到没有？就是在这个膀胱，三角球的左侧，有和一个压壶，这么一个。
It's a bladder in the tumor that she's pointing out right now.
法器，各位老师，咱们一块用一面法器。
And the image on the right is the real-time image of the tumor. The people doing the chanting are the Qigong healers.
再下去，画3，没了，好，没了，画3，没了，好，没了，上，再下去，上，消除场，上，没了，把场打破，没了，好了，没了，好了，2号机，
能看出来，这是您
几秒？
这边指纹下来，那个就那个他前面那个
下来，好，没了，好的。
All right, so within a matter of seconds, that entire tumor was dissolved. That is the power of mind, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just working with the idea of qi itself, but it's looking into the idea of focus, looking into the power of your mind. We have the ability to do all of this where you do not require any medicine, no pharmaceuticals, no drugs, no nothing. This is the power of the human body. This is the power of the human mind. This is the power of the human will. So I wanted to share that video with all of you. Like I said, you can find it on YouTube. And now we're going to be talking a little bit about brainwave states, because part of what we're going to be looking into with cellular regeneration healing, or body regeneration, is looking into the different brainwave state arenas that we are looking to align ourselves into, so that you, over time, can start to do something just like that, whether you're a Qigong healer or not. So of course we have the beta state between 14 to 40 hertz. Conscious woken state, feeling of alertness, state where stress, tension, and the inner ego critic exist. So basically, just when we're walking, from our car to a building, when we get up in the morning, we're making our coffee, right? We're not quite awake. Well, this is very commonly found within the beta state, right? We have some little bit of focus, we have a little bit of awareness of us making coffee, about being able to drive, right? But we're not quite awake. We're not quite there. We're not quite in that state of concentration. We're kind of just not quite in zombie mode, but just, duty mode in that particular way, right? So this is a very, very common state that we go into, this beta state. And of course, we have the alpha state, 7.5 to 14 hertz. Intuitive state, light relaxation, daydream, benchmark state of entering the subconscious mind, okay? Now really, in reality, there is no such thing as a subconscious. We just use that as a particular label. Everything with us is omnipresence. We are always having our thoughts, our memories, our behaviors, everything like that is already aware with us. But we basically just fine-tune ourselves. We're in trance a lot. Once we're able to break out of that trance and move into full awareness, you won't have a subconscious. But basically, when we're going into the alpha state, it's like if I was to come over to you and hand you an exam, right? And then you'd focus in it, you'd concentrate on that, and you'd work on completing that exam altogether. That's entering an alpha state consciousness. So even when moving into channeling, like I do with Adronis, it is very similar to alpha and theta wave states. So I'm in a deep level of concentration, but I'm also moving into more of the theta state as well too. So again, intuitive state, it's just the benchmark, just starting to enter the borderline into the subconscious mind, or you could even say the higher self. Then we have the theta state, which is where we're going to focus on a lot through this presentation as well too. This is from 4 to 7.5 hertz. It's the higher mind state. It's vivid meditation, and it's deep daydreams. Theta also exists in REM sleep, the frequency to dialogue with your higher consciousness. Now, for those of you who may have seen my YouTube channel, when I've channeled Adronis as well too, he highly emphasizes the theta state. When you are moving into the theta state, what is happening is your mind and your body are becoming one. So if I was to give you guys an example, if you would all close your eyes, and I just want you to imagine a beautiful environment, an oasis, maybe like a beautiful jungle or forest or beach, and you're able to go into that, and you feel like the wind is blowing. You feel just this really beautiful tranquility. You can feel like you're sitting on soft sand. And it becomes so real to you that your body starts to react to it. So you feel like an ocean breeze is blowing over you, and your body is actually reacting with goosebumps. Well, that's the theta state. That's you being able to enter theta, because your mind and your body are interlocked. They represent interlocked vibration. So when you're going into the theta state, your mind and your body are in perfect harmony. So they are reacting to the stimulation that you're going through. When someone is sexually aroused through their own fantasies, that's a theta state. When a person is just really, really hungry, and they're imagining they have their favorite food item right in front of their face, they're closing their eyes and envisioning this. Now the saliva starts to grow wider and wider inside your mouth, that too is a theta state. So anything that your body is physically reacting to through the mental stimulation that you're creating is entering the theta state. And then there's a delta state, so 0.5 to 4 hertz. Deep sleep state, entering dreamless state, and transcendental experiences, entering the unconscious mind where conscious information is unavailable. Also a frequency of mental stasis, okay? So this is, again, certain channels will actually just zonk themselves out, and they'll start to bring in a consciousness that will start to share information. But when that channel comes back, they have no recollection about what's being shared. That doesn't quite happen to me. I still have ideas of what's going on. I still have the idea of conversations that were heard, but I don't remember everything because it's not really me talking. It's Adronis when he comes through. So this is giving us the idea of like a sleepless state. Moving into the beginning point of REM. But again, we're looking into something that's, it's a little challenging to extract information from the delta state because the subject is unconscious. So it's basically when you bring another consciousness in and you start working with that level. Again, that person is unconscious, but their ego is out of the way. You know, Dolores Cannon would refer to this as going into the somnambulistic level of trance, where the subject is completely out of the picture, they're unconscious, yet they're getting this information from their sub or superconscious as well too. Hello, late people. Just kidding. I'm just playing with you guys, that's okay. Shame on you, late. All right. Then, of course, we have the gamma state. Now, this is actually a more newfound state of brainwave. The gamma state is about 40 plus hertz. It is a blissful state. It is higher processing. It is senses of ecstasy and great compassion. The download frequency state. So I get this quite a bit when I'm channeling Adronis as well, too. But they also started to discover this through Buddhist monks. They would wire their head up as well, too. They'd go into meditation, and they'd just be smiling. They'd be full of bliss. And they were able to discover these frequencies going at the gamma level. So gamma level is kind of like a high frequency or like a broadband connection relating to our thoughts, to our feelings. A lot of activity is happening in the brain. It is higher processing. You're receiving a lot of, you could say, etheric components being processed through the brain itself. So again, the gamma state is kind of more sporadic. It just happens in regards to the energies of, again, heightened bliss, heightened excitement, heightened joy, heightened love. And when you go into that state, you may notice that gamma state may come through, but you really won't know it until you're actually wired up to a machine, really. Okay, so a little bit more on the theta state, because again, that's what we're going to be concentrating on. The theta state holds the connection to commune directly with one's own subconscious or higher mind. So if you guys really want to learn how to connect with the higher self, when you want to bring the higher self into yourself, you start working with the theta state, okay? Everybody here heard of theta healing? Okay? Yep, some people not. Okay. Well, theta healing, again, works with the theta brainwave state, and you're able to go into a deeper level of, not quite trance, but you're pretty much in a daydream-like state. And you have a very strong state of belief of what you want to heal. So if you basically feel you have a pain in your leg, you go into the theta healing, you go into the theta state, and you start to imagine that your leg is completely healthy. You're not even feeling like that pain exists anymore. And you're just feeling that, and you're convincing your body, you're telling your body the leg is completely fine. There's no problem with it whatsoever, right? So you want to go into those deeper levels, and you're communicating with your body to know that you actually have the ability to heal your body with whatever needs to be healed. So again, that's the power of the theta state. We're going into that area, and the higher mind, you could even say the God self as well too, is connecting with you. And you are telling the God self, you are telling the higher mind, I will heal my leg. I will heal my foot. I will heal a cancer. I will heal diabetes. I will heal lung congestion, a headache, a neck ache, whatever it may be. But what you're doing is you're creating a very solid affirmation that's only a few words. So basically you want to create the idea, for example, if we have a headache, just being able to go into that state of theta and saying that there is no, well, not even really say there is no headache, but basically say my head is completely clear, right? My head is completely healthy. My brain is completely healthy. We want to try and avoid no statements, right? We don't want to say no, because the subconscious really doesn't understand the word no, right? So basically you are going into your deep feeling levels, and you are being able to put out this command that relates to the idea of something that's going to happen. Something that is already happening, something that is already taking place. That is exactly what they did in the Qigong video there with the Qigong healers. They were basically saying that this is already happening, that this is already happening. There is no bladder. They're already seeing that in their mind, that the bladder is completely absent within their mind. The bladder tumor is completely absent within their mind, and they're enforcing that into their reality. That's why you had two Qigong healers. Two Qigong healers that have that same thought is extremely powerful. Means it overrides the thought transmission of the patient, and they're actually able to dissolve that tumor almost immediately within a matter of seconds, like you saw in that video. Well, this is exactly the same thing when you go into the Theta, right? Even if you have a couple of people working with you and you're all grounded in the same thought, and you're saying to a person, okay, their leg is completely fine, their leg is back to normal, their leg is in high performance, their leg is very healthy, and you're all focused on that thought. And within minutes, after that session is done, the person's able to look with their leg, and they feel it's completely better. They feel that whatever ache or pain or soreness is there, then it's completely better. This, again, is what's done in Theta healing. Like I said, if you have quite a few healers that are working on you simultaneously, and they're all united in the same thought, this is what increases the acceleration with healing as well, too. So again, that's something just to keep in mind. The power of the Theta state is really incredible. Again, you're just looking at something that's not even with words. You can just see a visualization within your mind, right? So like I said, if you have a headache, you're imagining yourself completely healthy. You have an absence of a headache. If you're feeling yourself frustrated or emotional, you're seeing yourself absence of that frustration emotion. Now, basically, when we're dealing with emotions, we want to process them. We want to look into what they are saying to us. But once we understand what they are saying to us, and being able to heal them, then we're keeping that energy in a point of visualization where we can start to feel better. We start to bring love together. We bring love into our hearts, and now we start to feel like this energy is completely healing us. And I'm going to be doing demonstrations with you guys later on. So anybody that does require healing, you'll be called off in the audience, and you can come up here, and I'll be doing some healing work on you. And that'll be coming here very shortly after the presentation. So the practical way to enter the Theta state. The following meditation will help you to synchronize your mind and your body to become one. This is called the Theta Mind Body Meditation. As you experience in the meditation, which we'll do here in a minute, what you visualize needs to feel real to you as physical reality, okay? So why don't we get ourselves all comfortable right now, okay? You can just get yourselves into a nice, comfortable posture. Please do not cross your legs when you're meditating, okay? Big no-no. We're going to learn firstly how to ground properly, okay? There's a lot of people who are telling you how to ground who are doing it incorrectly. So that's one of the first things that we're going to learn. So again, with you just seated in the chair, just making sure your feet are apart. And I just want you in your mind right now to imagine roots coming out of your feet and going very deeply into the ground. Okay, just feel like it's going right to the center of the earth. As you feel those roots going into the earth, I want you to imagine like a brown frequency, a brown energy, a brown color is coming up through those roots right now. Just like the color of soil, the color of dirt. And you're just moving that energy up through your feet, up past your ankles, up past your knees, all the way up to your sacrum. While it's up to your sacrum right now, we're just going to blend that energy with the chakra centers. So now at the sacrum level, we're just going to see the root chakra, which is colored in a medium red tone. So we're just feeling that brown mixing together with the red, and now it becomes pure medium red. And now we move up to the next chakra, the sacral chakra. We're moving it into the orange, the medium orange ray. And we move on to the solar plexus chakra, medium yellow color, medium yellow. Then we move into the heart chakra, medium green color, medium green. Kind of like a medium tone of grass. Then we're moving up into the aquamarine, the throat chakra, aquamarine or sky blue. Then we're moving up into the third eye, and the third eye is aligned to ocean blue, not indigo, ocean blue. So we're seeing a nice medium ocean blue tone there. And then finally, we're going to move up into the crown chakra, which can either be seen as a violet or an ultraviolet color. You can actually move it between the violet and ultraviolet bands. Now that we have charged up all of those chakras, we're just feeling like the top of our head, the top of our crown is opening up, and we're seeing rainbow light coming out of the top of the head, and it's arcing down like a fountain. And it's basically creating a torus shape. And that torus shape is now just starting to move all the way down, and it's entering our perineum, the area located in between the genitals. So now we're just basically seeing a toroidal field within ourselves that is colored in rainbow light. Or, if you can't visualize that strongly, just imagine a field of a torus around you. So now that we have properly grounded, we are now able to bring in cosmic energy. We are now able to bring in the energy of the universe as we are now properly grounded. So I just want you to imagine right now that a very soft golden light is coming down from the heavens and entering your crown chakra. And it's just starting to pour itself all throughout your body. So you're feeling it around your head, your face, your neck, down by your shoulders, your back, your spine, going all the way down the body, down the legs, down to the ankles, all the way down to the bottom of your feet. And I just really want you to concentrate on the softness of this golden energy. I want you to concentrate on the softness of this golden energy. Just like you feel a light flicker or a light sensation flowing throughout your skin right now, flowing within your body. It's like blood flow, but it's like a nice little light tingling sensation. I just want you to focus on that tingling sensation, that sensation of energy flowing through you. And just focus on the body's sensation of that. And now I just want you to imagine like you're just putting that energy into your cells. You're putting that golden light into your cells right now. And it's energizing your body. And now we're just going to take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And we're just going to now start to come back into the physical body. And we can just start to feel our eyes fluttering right now. We can just kind of gently move our fingers and our toes as we again ground ourselves and come back into the present moment. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes. Okay, so for those of you who are coming back, who here was able to feel their physical body reacting to their mental stimulation? Good, you're in Theta. Congratulations, right? That's how easy it is, right? So a lot of people talk about Theta, but they don't actually talk about how you're actually able to enter it. So this is what I want to share with all of you about how you're able to enter Theta. When your mind and your body are one. When your mind and your body are in sync, right? So just like you discovered there with the golden light, firstly, you were able to ground yourself, okay? So a lot of people will say, oh, when you ground yourself, just sit down in the middle of the room, create a Merkaba, create a golden light orb, and just focus on that energy. No. Because again, that's a lot of energy that you're creating through that visualization. If you're not centered, if you're not grounded, this is actually what creates people to be frustrated, to become agitated, to feel scattered, to feel like they are just in 1,000 places at the same time. They don't ground properly, okay? So when you're grounding, you never cross your legs. This is short-circuiting yourself when you do that, okay? We don't want to cross anything. We want to make sure that everything is uncrossed. Then again, we're putting those roots into the earth. we're allowing that soil energy, that energy of soil, that energy of earth coming into us and just filling our body and connecting with the chakra centers, and are aligning ourselves in that way. When you do this, now you feel completely at peace. You feel stabilized. You feel like a mound, like a hill. You're completely centered. You're completely stable. So I'd say just continue to work with the grounding state. Okay, a lot of people come to me and say, Brad, I feel flustered. I feel frustrated. I feel agitated. I feel like I'm just, fritzy with all this energy, and I don't know what's going on. I say, well, you're not grounding properly. You want to make sure that you're grounding. I take them through the grounding process. They contact me a day later. They feel so much better. Okay, very, very important. I can't emphasize how important grounding is properly done. When the body reacts to the mental stimuli, it becomes one. This is the confirmation of your ability to enter the theta state. Make your mental reality the total reality, and you will be in communion with the higher mind and the subconscious self. So this is where you dialogue with your higher self. This is where you dialogue with God. You connect with that energy. And now that you're in that deep theta state, you can feel like you're in a void. You can feel like you're just floating up in heaven, and that you're meeting God as an entity. You're meeting the higher self as an entity. You are not just seeing it as ether. You're not just seeing it as something that is non-physical. You cannot imagine the non-physical. It doesn't help you to do that. You want to imagine the Father, the Mother God, as an entity. You want to imagine your higher self as an entity. When you're able to do this, you have relationship. Relationship starts to forge. That's a very big part of the theta state as well, too. You want to make sure that you have relationship with what you're doing, okay? Very, very important. We can go into that a little bit later. Our cellular body. Every cell that exists within our body is programmable. So it's an important thing to take in. Your body is completely relative to your thoughts, your intentions, your manifestations. Now, basically, we have an incredibly sophisticated genetic program. But the good thing about that genetic program is that it is malleable, which means we have the ability to, if we really train our body and we become a fully realized human, we can completely reshape our genetics. We can completely reshape our bodies. We can actually make the bodies so different from our parents' genetics that you can look just like a completely different person, right? So if you're a fellow with dark hair, dark eyes, 5'5", but you really become realized. You worship this whole idea of connecting with the Father, connecting with the Mother, connecting with this energy. You can start to develop yourself to looking completely different, to have blonde hair, to have blue eyes, to have an extra inch or two in stature or anything of that nature. You can start to shape your body like clay. This is not an exaggeration. This is exactly what can happen. So not only that, but you can start to completely coerce your environment. If there's a lot of cigarette smoke, for example, inside a room, you are able to go into that room and cancel out all of that cigarette smoke. The cigarette smoke will be completely gone, okay? I've been able to do this. This is through the light codes that will be coming in a little bit later. But I was in Japan not too long ago, and I was staying in a condo, and as I was going down the street, there was like a sewage smell. It was not too pleasant, right? And I was like, oh God, geez, can't stand this. So you know what I'm going to do? I just got the feeling in my head. You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cancel out the cigarette smoke, right? Or not cigarette smoke, sewage smell. So I basically said, dear Spirit, cancel out this sewage smell. Apply. Boom. In an instant, the smell was completely gone. You were able to completely transform your environment, because what you're doing is you're working so strongly with Spirit, with the Father, with higher self, with whatever you want to call it, but you're connecting with that entity of yourself, and it's like that essence is now placed upon you, and you are able to work with that. You're able to cancel out smells. You're able to cancel out toxins. You can go to your food. You can cancel out fluoride. You can cancel out MSG. You can cancel out all of this nasty stuff that we often have within our food, because we are connecting to Spirit. We are doing this daily. We're doing this frequently, and as we really show that devotion to ourselves, our reality shifts to know that we are now starting to develop a godlike connection with ourselves, because we're working with the Creator. It's a very, very important thing to know. So our cellular body, when we get into that level, is completely programmable. Science spends a great deal of time examining cells, but still doesn't understand how sentient our own bodies are. Our body is a technology, one that responds to our commands when we become properly disciplined, okay? It is not about pills. It is not about pharmaceuticals. That is caveman science, okay? Even when you're looking at other beings that are looking into our scientific community and what they're doing with people, it's primitive, it's Neanderthal-based science. And again, when we're looking into the modern science together, do you guys know what the biggest cult is on the planet? Modern science. It has the most members. It has, again, complete and total doctrines. It won't even look at things. I mean, look at everything about modern science has to be marketable. It has to be in the millions and millions of dollars of financing before they even start to look at these things. All of these things have to be promotional. They need to have supply and demand, otherwise they won't even look at it. That's how programmed the idea of science is. Science itself is not a bad thing, but basically how it's being represented, it is like a cult. It's bigger than Christianity, it's bigger than Islam, it's bigger than all of them. It has the most members, and it basically has a grasp, especially around the Western world. So our body is a technology. So like I said, when we are able to tap into that area of our body, you are going to learn how to reprogram your cells, because you're going to do it here today. You are going to reprogram your body. You are going to work with your cells, and you're going to learn how to completely repair yourself. It's not about forcing bodily control. It's about forming bodily relationships, okay? Everything within nature is strongly connected through us by relationship. So when we come into relationship with our body, with our cells, with our mind, with our hearts, with our souls, that's what creates the greatest level of relationship altogether. So when we really get into that understanding, got some earthquakes back here. When we really come into that understanding, we are able to speak to the body, okay? So a lot of people talk about this. They talk about body talk. They talk about being able to communicate with the body. They're able to find out exactly what the body needs. We do this quite commonly with another practice called kinesiology, with muscle testing. Everybody familiar with that one? Yeah. Yep, there you go, right? That's it. You can do it in any way you want. It doesn't have to come through a particular technique, okay? The whole idea is that here's the first thing we want. We want substance ahead of technique. Do not put technique ahead of substance. You are putting the cart before the horse. So you want to make sure that when you are communicating with the body, you're doing it in a way that you know feels natural. It's something that you know works, okay? Not everybody can really do muscle testing or even trust muscle testing. They can certainly develop it more and more if they want, but they may not feel that that's the best way to do it. They can just put their hand on their heart. They feel themselves intuitively. They're able to tap into the heart. The heart is speaking to them like a voice, and it tells them exactly what they need. Perfect. Use that. That's your substance, okay? So use substance ahead of technique. Our body has its own intelligence as well as its own language. The primary language of our body comes through feeling. One who can communicate with their body effectively can speak to their organs naturally to allow self-healing to commence. Example, organ communication. Close your eyes and choose an organ within your body, any organ of your choosing. So let's just close our eyes right now, get ourselves nice and comfortable. Let's take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Just go back to that grounded state, right? Just feel your roots still connecting to the earth, you know, feeling that grounding energy with you. It's already connected to your chakras. We're just going back to that point now. Visualize the organ as best as you can. So I just want you to choose an organ within your mind. It can be any organ you want, okay? Visualize the organ as best as you can. Feel yourself as that organ within your body. And doing that, I just want you to enter theta state now. I want you now to not look at yourself as a whole with the body. I want you to focus on that particular organ. Okay, so example, if that's the heart, I want you to focus entirely 100% that you are your beating heart in your chest. I want you to feel yourself beating, pumping blood. Same thing goes with the lungs, right? Feel the breathing coming in and out, the liver, whatever organ you choose. Just feel yourself completely 100% as that organ as you enter theta state now. And feel the organ in totality. Just feel it as yourself. And I want you to ask this organ right now, How are you feeling? What do you need? So just concentrate on that organ right now. Just feel it. Saying, how are you doing? What do you need? Okay, let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out. I just want you to still again stay with that organ. Ask in that sense, what can I do to help you, organ? Is there something I can do, something I can provide for you to help you out? What can I do to assist you right now? Okay, let's take another deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, let's come back into the present moment. And you can open your eyes when you're ready. So those of you who are able to receive a response with your organ, raise your hand. Great, it's well over half the room. Excellent, guys. Great job. Now, if you guys were not able to hear your organ or feel a response to your organ, don't be discouraged, okay? Keep working with it. This is a relationship, right? It's kind of like a person who's really, really shy, who's going out in public at the first time, you know, his head's kind of down here. Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's good to see you. Yeah, it's nice. Here. Look at me walk. That's good, right? It's going to take him some time to really warm up to people. Well, the same thing goes with your own body. Your body needs to be warmed up to. You need to warm up. You need to produce. You need to develop that relationship with your body. You want to develop a relationship with your organs. You want to develop a relationship with your cells. You want to develop a relationship with the entirety of your body altogether, okay? So if you received a response, you communicated with your organs successfully through the theta state. That's the power of the theta, see? I'm not just up here, guys, blabbing to you, blah, 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 blah. Hey, go check out my book. Haha, you go check out my website, blah, blah, blah. No, I want you guys to feel this. Like, I want you guys to see this and actually experience how this can actually help you. I want to give you guys a gift that you can take back with you today. Body regeneration process. Through the body regeneration process, our intention will be to create holographic cells that are responsive to our commands. This is going to be the next guided meditation that we're going to be doing here. Okay, and I'll be guiding you through the entire process. This is accomplished through the theta state, where we feel the cells as ourselves. So just like you were able to tap into the organ and you are feeling it as yourselves, even if you can't visualize, don't worry about that. If you can't visualize the organ, you don't have to, right? Just feel it. Feel the organ as yourself. Feel your heart as yourself. Feel your lungs as yourself. Feel the liver as yourself. It begins with programming one cell and using the intention of mitosis to divide the cells into the billions. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're starting with one single cell, and then we're going to divide it. We're basically going to do that mitosis. We're going to feel that energy dividing more and more and more and more and more. And now we have an army of programmed cells. And now we can use those cells and put them anywhere in the body that we want, and we can initiate repair. We can initiate detoxification. We can initiate enhancement, anything we want. The cells are under our commands. Once the cell is programmed and mitosis is achieved within our minds, we will choose the liver to begin the cellular body absorption process, okay? I'm choosing the liver because that is pretty much the most toxic organ in everybody's body. Okay, I'm not saying it to be mean, but really I'd say about 85 to 90% of the population of this planet have extremely unhealthy livers, more than any other organ in their body. Okay, anybody here familiar with the medical medium? Right, Anthony William? Yeah, brilliant guy. Okay, very great. And he gets all this information from spirit, right? All of this is coming from spirit. And I've noticed even in my practice as well too, working with thousands of people over the world, one of the most unhealthiest organs is indeed the liver. So how come? Because it's a filter of our body. It's what's processing, it's processing poisons, it's processing toxins. Every time we inhale toxins coming into our body, the liver is the first to get it. It's completely detoxifying everything. It's filtering our body, and it struggles. It gets so much toxicity within itself, it becomes sluggish. It can become fatty. It can become completely intoxicated with all these toxins, these viruses, these pathogens, these metals. We breathe metals into our body, and that goes into our liver because our liver is our filter. So whenever our filter is getting clogged, we're going to start having health concerns. Our liver can't keep up with the process. So we're going to give Mr. Liver a break, Mrs. Liver a break too. All right? So we're going to work with him today. So afterwards, we will program another cell to become repair cells and work to regenerate the organ. So what we want to do firstly is we're going to go through 2 phases. The first phase is that we're going to detoxify the liver. So we're basically making absorption cells. The absorption cells is going to go into the liver, and it's going to clear out all the toxins within the body. Okay, so that is viruses, pathogens, radiation, excess adrenaline, even fat cells as well too can be done. Any particular form of toxicity that we can feel within our liver, right? So we're basically telling them we want to clear out the metals, we want to clear out the viruses, we want to clear out the pathogens, we want to clear out the toxins, we want to clear out excess adrenaline, we want to clear out all of that energy within the liver and make the liver feel so much healthier. Even excess mucus as well too. Okay, so before we get to that, we're going to start with the guided meditation. So again, guys, get yourselves into meditative state. Again, just reconnecting with the grounded energy, connecting with the roots, going into the ground. And again, let's start by taking 3 deep cleansing breaths. Okay, deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, once again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in. Deep breath out. And now I just want you to take both of your hands and just putting it in the center of your chest. Taking both of your hands and putting them in the center of your chest. And I just want your mind to be clear right now. Just let your mind be as clear as a bell. And I want you now to imagine one single cell contained in the center of your chest, okay? Just taking a cell out of your body. And I just want you to see this single cell as a golden cell of light, okay? It is a golden cell. And as we feel that cell right now, I just want you to imagine that you're going into the theta state right now, and you're filling that cell with so much love and so much joy, okay? I want you to go back into your oasis. I want you to go back into that perfect space, whether it's a beach, whether it's a forest, whether it's a jungle, a meadow, whatever it may be. And I want you just to completely bring pure love, pure joy, pure love into that cell. Just seeing it as a newborn baby. See it as something that you know is precious, is divine, is loving. And as you put your love energy into that cell, the aura of the golden cell is going to expand. It's going to have a brighter and brighter aura with all of the love and all of the joy that you're putting into it here and now. I want you now just take a minute just to allow that love to come through. Just give yourself a minute. Really focus on this. Really concentrate. Completely leave the outside reality behind and let yourself go into your cell and concentrate and focus on the love energy there now. And again, we'll just take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And I just want you to feel that cell now being completely energized with your pure love and pure joy behind it. And now that you see that bright golden cell in the center of your chest, we're now going to program that cell. So now we're going to tell it, absorb. So I want you to see the word absorb within your mind right now, A-B-S-O-R-B. And I just want you to imagine that command, that energy of that word is going into the heart of the cell. Okay? So just feel that energy, that word, going into the heart of the cell right now and going into it and bonding with it. That's the first command we're programming into the cell, is absorb. And now we're going to give other word commands of what it is going to absorb. So the first thing we're going to absorb with that cell is viruses, V-I-R-U-S-E-S. And we're going to see that word going into the heart of the cell. Next, we're going to see two words, harsh bacteria, H-A-R-S-H, and bacteria, B-A-C-T-E-R-I-A, harsh bacteria. And we're putting that into the heart of the cell. Next, we're putting pathogens into the cell, P-A-T-H-O-G-E-N-S, pathogens into the heart of the cell. Next, we are putting radiation into the heart of the cell, R-A-D-I-A-T-I-O-N, radiation into the heart of the cell. Next, we're going to put parasites, P-A-R-A-S-I-T-E-S, parasites into the heart of the cell. Next, we're going to have another two words, excess adrenaline. So excess, E-X-C-E-S-S, and adrenaline, A-D-R-E-N-A-L-I-N-E, excess adrenaline, into the heart of the cell. And another two words, excess mucus. Okay, so excess again, and mucus, M-U-C-U-S, excess mucus. We're putting that into the heart of the cell as well. Okay, so we'll take another deep breath in, deep breath out, and we're going to add one more word, and that is going to be metals, M-E-T-A-L-S. Okay, metals is going to go into the heart of the cell. Very important one, that one. Now I just want you to look at that cell, and I want you to see it dividing. I want you to see that one cell now becoming two cells. And with the two cells, I want you to see those two cells becoming four cells. With the four cells, have those four cells turn into 8 cells. If you can't keep up, don't worry about it. Just know that there's 8 cells there. And now I want you to see 8 cells into 16, 16 cells into 32. Now we're going to jump a little bit ahead, 32 cells into 100. 100 cells into 1,000 cells. 1,000 cells into 10,000 cells. And so just imagine like your vision is zooming out as you see more of these cells coming into your body. It's zooming out. 10,000 cells into 100,000 cells. 100,000 cells into 1 million cells. 1 million cells into 10 million cells. 10 million cells into 1 billion cells. Again, just zooming out. Just imagine that you're seeing 1 billion cells in your body right now. And finally, 1 billion cells into 100 billion cells. So zooming out a great deal. And you're just seeing this wave, this ocean of golden cells that you have personally replicated. You don't have to count every one, just know that there are 100 billion cells there. Now with our hands upon our chest, we're just going to guide our hands down to our liver. Okay, so you can basically do it with one hand if you want as well too. You can just take one hand and putting it down by the liver. Okay, just by the right of your body, right underneath the rib cage. Okay, And as you put your hand down there, you feel this army of cells following you. Okay, that army of cells is following your hand where it goes. And now we are going to imagine that the cells are completely bonding with the liver right now. So it's going deeply into the liver's core, right to the core of the liver. It's going right through its tissues, right into its entire form, its entire frame. It is completely covered with these golden cells. And again, you can have one hand there if you feel it's more comfortable, because we are just going to do a one-hand exercise. So now that you're feeling the cells there, and as we know that they are absorber cells, we're going to absorb all of the debris that we programmed into those cells earlier. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a clockwise motion with the hand, and we're just going to lift it from the body a little bit, and we're just doing a clockwise motion with the hand, and we're going to just say the word absorb, and that is just going to be on our mind. So I will be repeating it. So we're going to do it together. Okay, don't be too hasty at doing it yet. Okay, so now begin the circular motion. Absorb, 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 absorb. And so through that now we have received all of the toxicity that these cells have absorbed. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to raise both of our hands above our head, just slightly above our forehead, and just cupping your hands down very slowly, like you're clearing the energy, very slowly coming down past your forehead, coming down past your eyes, your chin, and we are just clearing the body. And the cells are now following us as we reach the liver, and we're just going to stop at the navel. At the navel we stop, and the cells are now at the navel area. So now we are going to tell those cells to bond with the digestive system. So those cells are now bonding with the digestive system, and now we're going to offload all of the toxins into the digestive system to be safely purged from the body. Okay? So I just want you to imagine right now, you're just taking a deep breath in, a deep breath out. And I just want you to feel that this energy, this toxins that these cells have, they're offloading it into your digestive system. So now we can just put the clockwise motion again, down by the navel, and we're just saying offload, 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 offload. All right. So now we're going to bring those cells back up to the center of our chest. So we're just moving our hand back up to the center of the chest. The cells are following us. And we're just going to give the command for the cells to implode back into one. Cells implode back into one. And now we're going to see those 100 billion cells just starting to invert themselves, coming back. They're bringing osmosis, and they're osmosing back into one cell. And now we have that one cell back into the center of the chest. So again, that one cell has the complete and total love energy within yourself. But now we're just going to wave our hand by the center of our chest, and we're just clearing out the old programming. So the old programming is being cleared out. We throw it up into the ethers. Clear it out, put it into the ethers. So now the cell is blank again. And so now we're going to do step 2. Step 2 is going to be repair cells. Okay? So now we're going to initiate repair to the liver altogether. So again, we have that one cell there. Again, having both of our hands upon it. And now we're going to see the word repair. Okay, so R-E-P-A-I-R, repair, and just putting that into the heart of the cell. And then we're going to see the word liver. Okay, repair liver. L-I-V-E-R. And we're just going to put that into the heart of the cell as well. That's all we need to do for these repair cells. So now we're going to replicate that again. So I just want you again, see them replicating into 2, to 4, to 8, to 16, to 32, to 100, to 1,000, to 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, 100 million, 1 billion, and 100 billion. And now you see your army of repair cells there. And again, we're just going to bring that hand down to the liver once again. And we're going to feel all of those cells bonding with the liver once again, going to its core, going to its tissues, completely filling up its entire frame. And now we are going to initiate repair. So with the repair right now, we're just going to do the same clockwise motion as before. And we're just going to say that word repair in your mind or out loud. Repair, 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 repair. We are going to keep those cells there. We're going to keep those cells there, and we're just speaking to the cells right now. Once repair is complete, return to 1. So we're just saying that to the cells right now. Once repair is complete, return to 1 cell. Okay? It will stay in your liver until your liver is repaired. Once it is fully repaired, it will return to the center of your chest as that harmless 1 cell. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and let's come back into the present moment. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Okay, and so for those of you who are coming back, who is feeling a big difference from that whole repair, that whole meditation, right? Good, quite a few people, excellent. So like I said, everybody else, keep it up, right? Basically, when you know that you're feeling this very strongly, you're quite sensitive to energies, right? You can actually feel the cells going into your liver. This is actually what I was feeling when I was first doing this as well, too. I could feel like this little flutter coming into my liver when I was being able to repair it. And again, I was detoxifying it first, absorbing all the toxins out, flushing it out through the digestive system, and then being able to put the repair cells in it, and the repair cells start to come together. So we can also use this as well too as enhancers. We can actually enhance our body as well too. So we can use it to enhance cells that are dead, right? We can clear out any toxins that have caused our cells to die, and we can bring our cells back to life with enhancer cells. We can even just use the energy, that love energy, into areas like our brain cells, and we can start to restore memory with this as well too. There's no limits to what you can do with this. Anything that you know cells can do, this is going to be able to do as well too. So all we're basically doing here is remembering the power that we have, going into that theta state, knowing that we can program our cells and that we can start to completely flush out our body. No medication required. This is our vibration. This is our energy. We're working purely with willpower here. Okay? Very good. So before we get into part 2, I'm just going to take a very brief bathroom break. And when we come back, we'll look into part 2 light codes, and then we're going to get into demonstrations. Okay? So just enjoy a bit of a 2 or 3 minute break. You have to get up and stretch. Go ahead and do that. And I will be with you in 2 to 3 minutes.
She's evaluated it thoroughly, apparently.
look into that later. We're going to get right back. Yep. We're going to have questions at the end, guys. Okay? Just want to make sure we get through this presentation firstly before we get into questions. And we're also going to get into demonstrations here shortly as well, too. Okay, let's see if we can get that door closed back there, if anybody can do that. Okay. All right, everybody, face forward. I'll make scary monster noises. Come on, guys. All right, let's go ahead and let's focus on part 2 now, okay? So part 1, we have seen exactly how body regeneration works, okay? So keep practicing that. Everything that you have done, everything that you've learned through this presentation, please keep practicing that. And like I said, you can go to my website as well, too. The body regeneration course is there, and it has a variety of meditations that focus entirely on this and this alone. So again, you can look into that course online. Okay, so now part 2, light codes. The power we discover through body regeneration doesn't come from what the body is capable of, but what our intention is capable of. The will, the focus, the intention, this is the true power we hold. The power within our spirit, given to us by the infinite creator as sons and daughters of the divine, will bring the greatest miracles. Okay, this is exactly what Jesus did, right? This is all Jesus was about. He was not coming to this world to start a religion. He was coming to this world to say, I will show you how to get to the Father. You come to me, I will show you how you get to the Father. I did not come here to start a bunch of religion and for you to flash a cross around or anything of that nature. That was not my intention. I came here to show you how you can live forever, how you can become one with the Father, how you can do what I do. When you forge a relationship with the divine creator, mother, father, God, spirit, source, etc., you become a vessel for the divine and can perform wondrous transformations in your life. Okay, so this is what I have discovered. It's actually a lot of thanks goes to John Mendez, to Smarty, right? I did an interview with him a little while back, and I was able to see exactly what he was able to do, of how he was able to put these codes into objects, into sacred geometry, and how it was really benefiting people. When you have that relationship to spirit, to divine consciousness, to God, to the creator, you can do really amazing things. And for the past 10 years that I've been doing this journey, that has been where my dedication lies. It's dedication to spirit. It's dedication to the divine. So when you start to forge that relationship, spirit will work with you. Spirit will put its essence upon you, and you will start doing spirit's will. You will start doing spirit's work, because all spirit wants you to do is express love, share truth, follow my will. Okay? Express love, share truth, follow my will. That's all spirit wants you to do. You do that to the letter, it will work with you. It will put its essence upon you, and you will notice you will do these really incredible things. It's like people who can detect auras, right? A person walks inside the room, their aura is so bright, right? It's nothing that they're doing. They're just in that mentality of serving the divine. So when you're very much in that mentality as well too, that's how you develop this work with spirit. So one of the example, again, is light codes, is spirit light codes. Not everybody can do this. In fact, very few people on the planet can do what I'm about to show you, okay? Very few can do that. Now, people can be initiated into it, but very few people in that sense are actually able to work very deeply with spirit itself, going right to the top of the ladder, going right to the creator, okay? We're not talking about guides. We're not talking about angels. We're not talking about higher dimensional beings. Those can certainly bring you a lot of abilities and energy as well, too. But when you go right to the Father, the Mother, the creator, that gives you the true power, because that's at the top of the pyramid, right? The creator is at the top of the pyramid. And when you go right to the top of the pyramid, again, seeing the creator as an entity and not a feeling of essence or a feeling of something that you cannot imagine through a state of relationship, you are utilizing that aspect of creator entity to work through you, to work with you. And so now you'll be able to do these incredible things. It's not about oneness, guys. Oneness does exist, but when you are playing with oneness, you're not at the top of the pyramid. A lot of people in the New Age circles, in the spiritual circles, will say, we are all one. It's all about oneness, and we can connect to oneness. Yes, we're always one. We're never going to stop being one, right? That's not the point. The point is that when you're actually looking into the creator level, the creator of everything, the creator that brought oneness to everything, that's you at the top of the pyramid, right? So here we are at the base foundation of the pyramid, and we start working with guides, and that gets us a little bit higher. We start to work with other higher dimensional loving beings. We start to work with angels. That goes a little bit higher as well too. But when we actually go up into the point of the pyramid, right at the very, very tip, that's where God sits. That's where the creator sits. That's where you want to be. That is the highest level that you're going to achieve, because that's how you're going to expand more. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of dimensional rhetoric here, a little bit of density rhetoric here. Any being who basically just sees themselves as self-God will not go past 6 density. If you are only doing your work as a self-God, as a self-creator, where you see yourself as God, you will not go beyond 6 density. Okay? 6 density is the cutoff point, because guess what exists on the other density? Angels. Okay? Angels exist in 7th. So the archangels, the oversouls, all of those are in service to the creator. That's why they're in that higher density. But it even goes beyond that density, even goes beyond that dimension. You work so diligently with the creator that you're moving up and higher and higher and higher. You'll now have the ability to create life. You'll now have the ability to create planets. You'll now have the ability to create galaxies, to create universes. You can create universes because the creator is working with you. There is nothing higher than the creator. Do you guys know what exists beyond the creator? Anybody want to share? What exists beyond the creator? The absolute, which means non-existence. Okay? So this is, again, what a lot of yogis will teach about in that sense, about going to the absolute, where they can be complete and total stillness. In order for that to happen, you have to be stripped of all of your experiences. You have to be stripped of your personality. You have to be stripped of your behaviors. You have to be stripped of your feelings. You have to be stripped of your thoughts. You become absolutely nothing. That is the changeless void. That is what we can consider to be, absolute truth, which is basically nothingness, non-existence. Not very exciting there, right? You just become complete and total stillness. You just become complete and total absolute. So to me, that's not really appealing, right? To me, I'd love to go up into where the creator is, to work with the creator, to bring life, to bring love to everybody who likes to express, right? If you're into anti-expression, go up to the absolute, right? I don't know how you're going to do it, but go ahead and try. It's not about just saying, I'm going to meditate until I have no memories in my mind. Well, how are you going to do that? Meditation's part of mind. How are you going to do it, right? There is no person in history that has been able to move back into the absolute. It's not possible. So again, they feel that they can. They feel that they go back into the absolute. They feel that they go past Brahma, and they move into the state of the absolute. You can't. It's not possible. Your entire soul archive, everything about you, would be wiped clean, and you would just be nothing. You would just be pure nothingness. So this is why I say that really when we're looking into becoming a true son, daughter of the Creator, you are working with the Creator. You are dedicating yourself to the Creator. You are making yourself available. You are following the will of the Creator. That's how I'm able to do these light codes that you guys are going to see here in a moment. As you become a humble vessel for the divine, you can command light codes from spirit and apply them to yourself, to others through permission, through objects, environment, and more. So just like the story I told you about the sewage smell, right, in Japan, and being able to completely love blast that out, completely cancel that out from reality. That was done within a split second, right? As soon as I hit apply, bam, it was gone. Same thing, I was walking down the highway in Japan as well too. A lot of smog, a lot of toxicity there. Canceled that out as well too. Not one smell of any gasoline or anything of that nature. It was completely cleared out. Now basically there is a science to the light codes, which I'll get here in a moment, of how it works, applying the codes. When one forms a relationship with the divine, you will feel through your heart an impulse to command an intention and witness spirit bringing it to you. Through this effect, the path to working with spirit is the ability to be humble, to command, to apply, and to have the greatest faith, knowing that what you have applied has happened. Does anybody here know exactly how Jesus was able to heal lepers? How he was able to heal the blind? He didn't do it by himself. It's called faith healing, right? What he would do is he would get into a meditative state, he would bond with that person, and he would tell that person to raise their frequency, to adjust themselves, to adjust to their heart level. He would connect to the exact vibration of that person, input his love into that person's body. Bam, done. And now that person was completely without leprosy. Now that person was cured of their blindness in that way. Because Jesus was able to feel the vibration of a person like a string on a guitar, right? And he was able to match that vibrational frequency, that sound, as it were, and match his heart frequency to that person. And now he could put that faith energy, that love energy into him. And now that person that's parallel with Jesus's energy would now start oscillating and vibrating at that level of Jesus, and now completely gone. This is exactly what the codes do. Okay? So when you start working with the light codes, you get into a state, again, like the theta state, and you start to feel an alignment with the person. And as you get into an alignment with the person, you kind of guide them through the process. You guide on what they want to work with. They can work with their emotions. They can work with their mentalities. They can work with their physical body. They can work with enhancements. They can work with detoxification. Whatever they feel they want to work with, you can certainly do that. But you're connecting with that person as soon as you're talking to them. It's something that's unseen, but it's something that's vibrationally felt. So when you're getting to that level and you have pure love, you know, that energy right from the Creator, that pure unconditional love that's flowing through you, you apply it to that person. And now that person starts to feel a great improvement. They can feel the codes going to work. They can feel the love energy entering their body. You have to have love. You're not just going to do this and say, poof, okay, you're done. Get off my stage. You're done. You know, nothing like that, right? You want to make sure that you are offering compassion to the person, love to the person. You're bonding with their vibration. You're bonding with their energy. That is exactly how Jesus did it, right? Now, some people were not able to be healed by Jesus. Of course, the Bible won't talk about that. They don't want to upset their deity. So there were times where he was not able to heal certain people because that person was not willing to cooperate with his energy. They were not able to be in sync, and there's nothing Jesus could do about that. You don't control this. It is a relationship, as I've been talking about in this entire discourse. It is a relationship that you forge with your body. It is a relationship that you forge with others, with your environment. You form a relationship. You feel it as yourself, and that's how you're able to see miraculous things come together. These codes can work on bringing a more instant effect to one's own mental, emotional, and physical bodies, and to the environment itself. As you learn through body regeneration, the greater you work with your willpower and certainty in reprogramming cells, the greater the effect you'll receive. Light codes from spirit are the next phase above body regeneration itself. So the code process. A feeling of instant effect happens with the light codes when applied as they work on areas that involve very little mass. Certain environmental criteria, emotions, belief systems, pains, sores, aches in the body, okay? Because the codes are coming to you without any mass in them. They're light, they're frequency, right? So when that comes together, emotions themselves work together in that capacity. They are light. They have little mass to themselves. And so when I'm doing light code healing on somebody, and they're very, very emotionally distraught, I get them to contain all of their emotions in the center of the chest, like a black ball. They put it all there. They can feel that moving because this is relationship participation. So when I'm connecting with a person and saying, okay, I have a really bad headache, Brad, I feel like I'm kind of depressed. Okay, so I want you to tap into that right now. And as they're doing that, I'm connecting to their energy. And now they feel like this black ball is in the center of their chest. They're taking deep breaths in. They feel like that energy is turning into a liquid. And they're putting that energy into the black ball. Once I say, okay, I'm done. All right, so now I measure it on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being that there is no intensity within this black ball. 10 being that this black ball is filled with intense energy. So where is it on 0 to 10? Oh, it feels like a 7. Okay, no problem. So now I work with that energy. I feel that within their chest, and I tell spirit, cancel out all of the emotional energy, all the physical energy contained in their center of their chest, put it up to source to be purified. Apply. Boom. Person feels it instantly. Everyone who's done it in that particular technique, I've had no problems with. The reasons why I've had no problem with them is because they're participating in relationship. If I basically just come up to a person and says, hey, okay, I see you here. Bam, gone, done. Bam, gone, done. Sometimes that can work, maybe, if the person, again, has faith, right? But that isn't forming a relationship with that person. You want to bond with them. You want to build rapport, just like you're rapport with your body, right? So, okay, liver, you better shape up here or else I'll punch you one. Right? That's not going to get you anywhere. You want to make sure that you're forming relationship with people. We're not looking for an instantaneous effect here. As soon as you meet a person, bam, they're taken care of, right? Form relationship. Really get to know that person. Feel their energy as they talk to you. Know that when they're participating with you, they're willing to do this. The will to participate is the relationship that will bring about great healing. Okay? Very, very important. That's what we're learning here. So again, the codes have very little mass. So if I'm working with a person's very severe injury, that's going to take time. Okay? Those codes are going to take time because they have to go through very heavy mass. And that can take days, that can take weeks. But what's happening is the body's helping you out. So the codes may command the body to put a great deal of circulation into that area of the body to repair bone, to repair tissue, to repair anything that needs to be done within that area of the body that requires healing. Okay? So that will be a gradual process. Now here's another example I have for you guys as well too. Since I was 10 years old, I had a very large lump on my abdomen. Okay, this was something that firstly started off as a mole, and then it turned into a lump, basically like a cyst, a benign cyst in my abdomen. When I started to develop myself with spirit codes, this lump, again, it was kind of like this big. It was able to completely start working on the mass itself. So what happened is that some of my skin actually opened up a little bit, and I was able to see the lump fall out after 5 weeks, okay? That's the Band-Aid right there from the lump that fell out. So I'm showing you guys pretty loud. Oh, man. Putting myself out there, right? But again, that was it was about the size of like a multivitamin tablet. It was like this big. It was huge. But again, after 5 weeks, the body was able to work with me through the spirit codes. It opened that little crevice, and it fell right out, just plopped right out, right into the toilet. I know, I'm being graphic with you guys. Yeah. But it was gone, and I felt such relief. I said, oh my God, I've been living with this for 30 years. I've tried everything. I've tried everything to try and shrink that thing down, to try and get rid of it, to try and get it out of my body. Nothing worked. Nothing. Then when I started to work with spirit healing codes, bam, this thing was gone within 5 weeks. Powerful. So that's my own testimonial to the light codes itself. So I'm putting a Band-Aid right now because there is a little bit of an open wound, right? There's actually a gaping hole in my belly button, in my belly area right now. So I'm basically healing that up. It's starting to heal up right now. It's doing good, but it was really surprising me. I said, okay, well, I'm going to have faith. I know that this is going to work. I know this is going to take care of the lump. It's going to completely release it, and it did so. And I was just amazed by it. The light codes have a more gradual effect when applied into areas of denser mass, environment, organs in the body, etc. So again, this is gradual healing. So I'm not saying, okay, as soon as I apply this, you're better, you can walk off the stage if your leg is broken, if you're having problems with your arm, your shoulders. I'm not going to say, okay, it's instantly done, get off the stage. No, this is going to take some gradual healing because the codes that are ethereal are working with mass, and that's going to take some time for it to process in that way. Codes can also be used to attract powerful synchronicities and alteration of timelines if the code user has great faith. You can cancel out contracts. You can cancel out timelines with this. If you basically want to say, oh, Brad, I want to be financially abundant. I want to not struggle with finances anymore. I'll say, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of work with your emotions right now. We're going to clear out those emotions, those blockages that are preventing you from doing that. And now, afterwards, I'm going to give you powerful opportunities of financial abundance. So Spirit will bring that to you. Just be aware of your reality. And I've had people come back and they said, I'm feeling great now. I feel like new opportunities are arising for me. I feel like I'm moving into new direction. Things feel so much more secure. So I'm very, very glad to hear that. You have the ability to alter timelines with this. So it's very, very powerful. Codes can also be used to enhance memory and psychic abilities over time. However, these vary based upon one's own emotional, mental, physical body alignments, right? Basically, why a lot of people can't have strong psychic abilities, it's not to say that they're devoid of it. They certainly can, but there's a lot of emotional baggage in the way. There's a lot of emotional debris in the way. Usually what I do is I clear out a person's spine. So if there's any debris, blockages, emotional blockages contained within the spine, we clear that out. And once that's cleared out, I energize their chakra centers. But when you're actually looking to get third eye vision or clairaudience or anything like that, it's not just going to be given to you. You have to basically go to the energetic gym. You need to go to a psychic gym. You need to start exercising the psychic muscle. You need to start making the visualization a part of your life. You need to start making the psychic hearing a part of your life. You need to start making the claircognizance a part of your life. So you want to exercise that. I can't just give it to you. That's like me saying, okay, come on up here, very, very thin guy. I'll snap my fingers and all of a sudden you'll be a bulging muscle man. No, you don't have to lift a weight in your life. No, you have to, right? It's all part of the process in that way. Because what Spirit also likes to do is follow a path of least resistance, right? So if you're able to do the work and you're able to develop that, that's what's going to happen for you. So, working with the methods. The method of cellular body regeneration would be the first step in developing advanced healing within yourself. It's important to form a relationship with the body and speak to the cells within you. This allows you a deep connection to create powerful intentions in cleaning out the body, using programmed cells that will aid in a powerful detoxification and enhancement process like what you guys just experienced. The ability for others to use the power of spirit through light or light codes is a masterful process. Very few possess this ability and may only receive it if they dedicate their entire life to becoming one with the divine Mother, Father, God, Creator, Spirit, Source, etc. Another way is personal initiation from one who has a vessel for Spirit, and therefore they can pass that on to you. It is the divine who choose to work with you when it comes to being a spirit vessel. It is not something you can control, and humility must be a part of the process, for spirit light codes may never be used for ill will or egoic purposes. A great amount of inner training and discipline is required in working with such a powerful ability. So there will be a time here in the times ahead where I will be starting to do what's known as Spirit Ambassador workshops. So I'm probably going to be starting that around the West Coast, again through Vancouver, up by British Columbia, coming down to Western Washington, Oregon, and California. I'm not too sure when that's going to happen. I'd like to get it done, get it going pretty soon. There's a lot of projects on the rise for me right now, so we'll see how the schedule fits. But yes, I'm going to be holding workshops, classrooms for people, and initiating them so that they too know how to do spirit light codes as well. Maybe in the next expo here, I can do like a classroom, a weekend classroom with you guys. And you guys can come here and you can learn how to be a spirit ambassador and start applying these codes, and I can initiate all who are part of the class. So that's something we can do in the future, right? Yeah, great. Okay, so before we get into the demonstrations, I'm just going to again give you guys a shout out for the Body Regeneration Series course. You'll find the Body Regeneration Series course through my website, newearthteachings.com. Okay, that's the website there. And you just go to Courses, Body Regeneration Series. And there's also a 25% discount offer on the course. On the shopping cart page, go to the promo code link and type in the following, all capital letters, REGEN25. And you'll get 25% discount off the entire course. Okay? So I'll just leave that up there for a minute. If you guys want to take a picture of that, go ahead. So again, it's newearthteachings.com. Go to Courses, Body Regeneration Series. Use the coupon code REGEN25, all caps, and get 25% off the course.
Sounds like a bargain.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, that's my point. That's why I'm doing this. The course isn't really expensive as well, too. Actually, the amount of, I think it's only $99, I believe. So you'll get it for about $75 worth that. It's an online course. Yeah, you download it. You download it and you can use it anytime. It's yours forever. Oh, sorry, did you guys need another minute for it? Yes, it does, yeah. Contains meditation, contains instructional MP3 as well. It's all an audio-based course. Okay, light code demonstrations. So volunteers from the audience will now be selected to offer assistance with a single issue, okay? Mental, emotional, or pain-based light code healing. So if you feel like there's, again, a pain, like you have a headache, your arm is sore, or anything like that, we're not going to go into the extensive amounts of, physical healing, but we're just going to look into pain-based situations, right? I have a sore arm, I have a sore neck, I have a sore back, whatever it is, we're going to work on that, okay? The healing is for the volunteer only and not for anyone they may know. So it's not coming up here and say, oh yeah, Brad, can you do it for my uncle? Your uncle's not here, right? So I do those, but I don't just do it in this presentation. If you do have something like that, you can go to my website and you can certainly put that request and session out there. Okay, do I have one volunteer who would like to start? Oh, this is hard. Let's see. Let's go with you first. Yeah. I'll see how much time we have here as well, too. Okay, so we got about 20 minutes. So I'll see if I can get probably about 3 or 4 volunteers up. Okay, so you can have a seat there on the red chair.
You don't want my whole digestive tract, right?
Yeah, what's your name?
Debbie.
Debbie, nice to meet you, Debbie. Okay, so it's a digestive tract that you mainly want to work with, the inflammation in that area. Okay, it's just that one area. Okay, so what I want you to do right now, Debbie, is I just want you to put your hands on your chest, just like we did before. Okay, get yourself nice and relaxed. Go into a nice meditative state now. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, now with your hands upon the center of your chest, I just want you to imagine that there is a black ball there, okay? I just want you to feel that black ball in the center of your chest. And as you feel that black ball, I want you to go down to where your intestines are, okay? I want you to feel the inflammation there. But I also want you to feel the harsh bacteria, everything that's causing that inflammation, okay? I just want you to feel it as energy. And as you feel that inflammation, as you feel all that energy there, I want you to imagine that you're turning that into liquid, okay, like a black liquid. And you're moving that energy up into the center of your chest. Okay, and I just want you to fill that black ball as much as you can with all of the energy of that inflammation and toxicity within the intestines. Once you feel that all of that energy is fully filled into the black ball, just let me know. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to check in with that now with a scale. So I just want you to see a scale in your mind right now from 0 to 10. 0 means, again, it's not intense. 10 means it is very intense. How much intensity on the scale is the energy that's in that black ball right now? 6. Okay, very good. So I just want you to hold that energy into your chest right now. Now I'm just going to connect with Spirit right now. I command Spirit's God light to completely cancel out all emotional, physical, mental energy contained within Debbie's black sphere, putting that up into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay. And now I just want you to move your hand over to your heart right now, okay? I want you to go back into the perfect space like what we were doing earlier, okay? And I want you to bring a lot of love energy into yourself right now. So feel that oasis, feel that perfect place, feel that perfect space. Feel like your angels are around you. Feel like the energy of the Creator is above you. And you're just breathing in all this soft golden light into yourself. And I just want you to feel more and more in love with that golden energy that you're breathing in and breathing out. Feeling really great, beautiful compassion for it. Lots of love flowing into your body right now. Again, feeling your angels around you. Feeling all of your loved ones around you. And they're embracing you and sending you all of this love. And just take a moment now just to bring all of that energy into your body. Feel yourself becoming lighter than air. And now we're going to see another scale from 0 to 10. This represents a love scale. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much love energy do you feel is in your body right now? Great, good job. So I just want you to hold that love energy right now in your heart, okay, just keeping it there. I'm going to connect with Spirit again. I command Spirit's God light to completely rejuvenate all of Debbie's entire body, especially in the area of her intestines, to bring about pure love, pure healing through the love that she has accumulated, and may this energy completely revitalize and rejuvenate and restore all of her intestines as well as the remainder of her body. Apply. Okay, let's take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, Debbie, and I just want you to stand up right now. I just want you to give yourself a little twist, left and right. Okay. And you kind of move back, move forward. How are you feeling?
Wow.
Great. That's a good way to put it. Thank you so much, Debbie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It felt like you actually physically hit me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank
And I'll
you.
explain how that works as well too. Thank you, Debbie. So again, when I'm doing the apply, that's like it's like a flash coming off a camera, right? That's spirit light, basically putting its energy into Debbie in that very second. So it's kind of like, again, I have like the spirit camera. I take a picture, apply, and I do that little breathe out because that's my physical reaction to this flash of spiritual energy that's coming in. Okay. So again, Debbie, I'm glad you're feeling. Wow, that's great. All right, guys, we'll get another volunteer up. Oh man, this is gonna be hard. I don't really like to pick people. Okay, let me see. I'm kind of gonna feel. I'm gonna let Spirit choose. Okay, right over here. You. Yep. I'm just gonna leave the decision to Spirit. That way, I don't feel bad about it. Okay, and your name? Amy. Nice to meet you, Amy. Okay, have a seat. Yeah, something that you're feeling right now, that way you can confirm it. Like when we do sessions on my website, you can basically look on anything, but right now we're just looking at anything in regards to like any physical pain that you're feeling. What are you feeling right now?
It's from a car accident.
Car
Upper back and neck.
Upper back and
muscular
neck.
stuff.
Okay. All right, no problem. So we can do that. So again, this is, like I said, where the relation comes in, because the relationship comes in because you're the one that's putting this into the black ball. You're the one that's giving me permission to work with this energy based upon your will. And that's why we do the black ball. We do the black ball to determine this is a person who's putting all of their energy into it. They really, really want this healed. And that's how I know that I can form a really good relationship and we can have a really powerful healing that takes place here. Okay, Amy, so I just want you to now place both of your hands upon your heart. Oh, sorry, in the center of your chest, in the center of your chest. And again, I just want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. And I just want you to see that black ball, again, in the center of your chest. And I want you now to imagine that you're just focusing on the shoulders, the neck, where you feel the pain is. And again, I want you to feel like that's turning into liquid, okay? You're taking all of that pain, you're taking all of that energy, and you're putting it directly into this black ball. And once you feel all of that pain energy has entered the black ball, just let me know. Okay, very good. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at that scale again from 0 to 10. So again, 0 means not intense, 10 means intense. How much pain intensity is inside that black ball right now, do you feel? An 8. Okay, very good. All right, so I just want you to hold that energy in the black ball as I work with Spirit now. I command Spirit's God light to completely cancel out all emotional, mental, and physical pain contained within the black ball of Amy's chest, lifting that energy up into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay. Let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay. Now I want you now to move your hands over to the heart right now. And we're going to open up the heart again. And I just want you to go back into your perfect space, just like Debbie was doing. We're going back into our perfect space right now, into our oasis. We're feeling pure love. We're feeling pure joy. We're just feeling like our angels are around us. We feel like a beautiful oasis is surrounding us. Our loved ones are with us. The Creator is sending that energy into ourselves. We're breathing it in. It's very soft. It's very delicate. It's very joyful. And we're just allowing this love just to fill our body entirely. So just feeling that soft golden light coming into your body right now. Feeling lighter than air, feeling like your body can just float up off the ground right now. It feels so light, feels so beautiful, feels so divine. Your loved ones are encouraging you, your angels are with you. They're sending you so much of this love. It is absolutely beautiful. And I want you just to take a moment now, just to feel all of that pure love energy, absolutely no resistance behind it whatsoever, flowing through your body. Okay, and now we're going to see that scale again from 0 to 10. So 0 again, no intensity, 10 again, intensity, but this is representing love now. So how much do you feel, how much love is in your body right now through that scale? An 8, good. Okay, we're equal to that, so very good. And that's another thing, we want to make sure that the scale of love is equal to or greater than the scale of pain. All right, so now I just want you to hold that love energy into your heart right now, as I now connect with Spirit once again. I command Spirit's God light to take all of Amy's love energy, placing it upon her shoulders and her neck, wherever the pain once resided, and completely putting pure love energy, love healing energy, revitalizing, restoring, and rejuvenating that particular area. And any residual love energy that remain, use it to purify, rejuvenate, and restore her body. Apply. Okay, Amy, take another deep breath in, deep breath out. And you can stand up now. You can take a little bit of a twist, right? You can kind of roll your shoulders a little bit. Kind of move back and up. How are you feeling? Better. Yeah. Great. Excellent. Thank you very much. All right. And just check the time here. Okay, so we got about 10 minutes left. So another volunteer. Okay, I'll let Spirit do it. So Sue, come on up. All right. Yeah, Sue, Spirit says, hey, Sue, come on up. I'm not choosing, Spirit's choosing. Thanks. Yeah, Spirit is choosing. We got to give Sue a big round of applause. She created all of this for us. So it has been an extraordinarily awesome event, an expo. I really enjoyed it, so thank you so much for doing this. All right. All right, Sue, so what single area would you like to work on for today? Neck and shoulders, kind of like with Amy. Okay, great. All right, so let's go back into that black ball right now. So we'll place our hands in the center of our chest, and you guys can also follow along as well too, okay? So if I can't get around to you with our last volunteer, I'll make sure you guys all get a spirit blast as well too, okay? So with the last volunteer, you'll all get one. Okay, so again, we're just putting that black ball in our chest right now. We're feeling that heavy, dense energy, that physical energy. So now I just want you to feel you're turning it into liquid, and you're putting that liquid energy into that black ball. So just take a few moments and just put all of that energy in the black ball right now. Once you feel that it's all in the black ball, let me know, and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, very good. So now we're going to see the scale again from 0 to 10. How much do you think it would rank on that pain intensity scale? 8. Okay, just like Amy. Very good. All right, so now I just want you to hold that energy in your chest right now. Just hold it into the black ball. And now again, I'm going to connect with Spirit. I command Spirit's God light to completely cancel out all of the physical, emotional, mental pain contained within the black ball of Sue's body, lifting that energy up into source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay, Sue, just take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Now we're just going to move the energy over to the heart, the hands over to the heart, sorry. And now with the hands over the heart, we're going to just go into our perfect space again, okay? So go into your oasis, go into your abundance dimension, and just feel your loved ones, your spirit guides, your angels, the Creator, all of that energy flowing through you right now. I just want you to feel very soft, feel very delicate, letting love and joy and compassion leading the way. And just filling that energy throughout your entire body, feeling like your cells are becoming lighter than air. You're feeling like your whole body is being cleansed and lightened up with all of this pure, loving energy that's flowing through you. So just letting your loved ones embrace you, letting the angels embrace you, letting the Creator's energy embrace you. And just feeling that pure energy flowing through you, making you feel as light as a feather. And now we're going to see the love scale again, the 0 to 10. So on your body now, how much love energy do you feel is on your body from 0 to 10? 9. Great job. Good. All right, so we're going to hold that love energy there for you. So just hold it into your heart as I connect with Spirit again. I command Spirit's God Light to take all of the love energy contained inside Sue's heart now, to place it upon her neck and her shoulders where the pain once resided, and for all residual love energy that remains to purify, rejuvenate, and restore her body into great entirety and totality. Apply. Okay. Let's take another deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, Sue, and you can stand up now. And you just give yourself a little twist. You can move the shoulders around, shoulder root off. How are you feeling?
Much better.
Much better. Great. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
Bessie, give you a hug. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll get our next volunteer, and this volunteer will also be part of all of you as well, too. Okay? Let me see here. That's okay. You at the back there. Yep, with the glasses. Okay, so here's what I want all of you to do right now. Create the black ball in the center of your chest, okay? And I want you to think of one single point, okay? A single physical pain, a single emotion, a single belief system, whatever it is that you want to purge, okay? So we're going to do this together. What's your name?
Karen.
Karen. Hi, Karen. Nice to meet you. Okay, so Karen's going to be doing it together. We're going to be working with her energy into her single energy, but we're also going to work with all of you at the same time, okay? Karen, what would you like to work on today? Your hand?
My head.
Oh, your head. Okay. Oh, your head hurts. Okay. I was like, your hand? What's wrong with your hand? Okay. Okay, your head hurts. No problem. All right, so now I just want you to place your hands in the center of your chest once again, and we're going to create that black ball. You can close your eyes. Just get yourself into the state. Everybody else here, just close your eyes. Put your hands over the chest. Put it in a black ball. And I want all of you to think of the one thing that you want to place into that black ball. Physical pain, emotional, mental. Okay? And Karen, again, just putting all of that energy into that black ball. Just seeing it as liquid pouring into the black ball. And Karen, once you feel you have all of that within your chest, just let me know. Okay, very good. So we're going to look at that scale again from 0 to 10. How much pain intensity is on that scale from 0 to 10? 7. Okay, very good. So I just want you to hold on to that pain energy. So I'm going to work with Karen first, and then I'm going to work with all of you guys, okay? So I just want all of you guys to stay in that state, just putting all of that energy into that black ball, okay? So now I'll connect to Spirit. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out all physical, emotional, and mental pain contained within the black ball inside Karen, lifting that energy up into source consciousness, purifying it 100%. Apply. Okay. Karen, just take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Now I just want you to move your hands over to your heart now. I just want you to go back into your perfect space. Okay, I just want you to go into your oasis right now. Connect with your angels, connect with your loved ones, connect with your guides, connect with the energy of the Creator, putting that loving energy, that pure energy into your heart. You want to feel like you're lighter than air. You just want to feel this softness, this joy, everything in that energy, putting that pure energy into yourself. Okay, so while Karen is doing that, I'm going to come to all of you guys now. So again, for all of you now that have your black ball in the center of your chest, and whatever that physical, mental, or emotional energy is, I just want you to hold that in your chest right now as I clear all of that out for you right now. I command Spirit's God Light to completely cancel out all physical, mental, and emotional energies contained within the black balls of everybody here within this audience, lifting that energy up to source consciousness to be 100% purified. Apply. Okay, everybody in the audience, deep breath in, deep breath out. And I want you to move your hands over to the heart as well too. Okay. So just as I explained to Karen, just being able to connect with your angels, your guides, your loved ones, making yourself feel very soft, letting their energy flow through you, connecting to the breath of the Creator, let the Creator's energy enter you, feel that pure love energy that's flowing through you, making yourself softer and softer, lighter and lighter. Now, Karen, I just want you to feel, again, that scale from 0 to 10. Again, this represents the love scale. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much love is in your body right now? Great. Good job. Okay, so Karen, I just want you to hold that love energy there as I work with Spirit now. I command Spirit's God light to completely bring forward the pure love energy that is contained inside Karen's heart to completely heal the pain that was once held in her head, and completely utilize the rest of that love energy into other areas of her body that will bring her into full rejuvenation, full restoration, and full love harmony. Apply. Okay, so Karen, you can now take a deep breath. Okay, and you can stand up now. Okay, yep, you can come on up. And just take a little twist again, a little twist. Move your arms around, your shoulders, maybe kind of move your head a little bit. How are you feeling?
Much better.
Much better. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you so much. Okay, you have a seat. Now for the rest of you, again, just holding that energy into your heart space right now. Okay, so just feeling lighter. And again, if you feel that your love is equal to or greater than the pain energy, just raise your hand. Okay. Okay, good. Pretty much everybody. Okay, so for those of you who still are working on it, just keep working on it. I'm just going to give you guys another 30 seconds. Okay, but don't feel in a rush. You're just working on it in your own natural way. So right now, I just want you to hold that love energy very, very strongly inside your heart. Again, letting yourself feel lighter than air. Just get out of your own way. Step out of your own way and let love lead the way. That's what I say to people who are having difficulty. Get out of your own way. Let love lead the way. Okay, so now I'm going to connect with Spirit for all of you guys. Again, just keeping your love energy in your heart there. I command Spirit's God light to take all of the love energy contained inside the audience's hearts, to place it into the areas of their body that once held the pain there, replenishing and restoring that area of the body and all the remainder of love that is there, placing it into their body to completely bring restoration and rejuvenation to the remaining areas of their body. Apply. Okay, so let's all take a stand. We can all stand up now. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, do a little bit of a twist. Rotate your arms a little bit. Okay, you move your head a little bit as well too if you want. Lift your legs up a bit. Okay, guys, you can all sit back down. Okay, so hands up, how many are feeling better? Pretty much everybody in the whole audience. Really great. Great, guys. Well, thank you so much. That's great. So again, this is what I do on my website. It is called, it's a private session. It's just a private session with light code healing, so you guys can sign up with that. There's a second session I do, which is called full body light code activation. And what that is I create an anchor for you guys, and we look into, I basically put a lot of beneficial codes into it, like helping to heal the body, helping you to remember your dreams, helping to clear out any toxins, any radiation within the body as well too, instantly transmuting your food, etc. So you can look at that on my website as well too. You just go under the healing tab and you'll see full body light code activation. So that's basically what I call an offline session. So I create an anchor for you and then I just send it to you by email and you print it out on photo paper. Okay, photo paper is the best quality for you to use, or you can just have that image on your phone or your tablet or your computer and it will do the exact same job. Okay, and again, the second option is private sessions through the Spirit Light Code Healing. Okay, so again, that is all on newearthteachings.com. Okay, so that concludes the slideshow. So now we'll have the last few minutes here. I think we've got about 8 minutes. Any questions from the audience that would like to share anything? Yes, ma'am.
Light code versus
Do you want to have a microphone? Yeah, see if we can get the microphone out. You just have to give it a minute. It'll warm up. Yeah. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, go ahead. Talk loud.
Light code versus EQ method.
Yeah.
Is it just a personal preference?
Basically, I use the EQ method for people who are kind of going into deep emotional areas. So usually if a person has like some really heavy physical or emotional traumas, I like to take them to the EQ method because that helps them to really trust themselves going through processing a lot of that energy, putting that into the black ball of their chest. So I use the EQ method as a means of going deeper with people. When I'm looking with light codes, we can also go deep with that, but it's kind of like I'm just telling you, okay, whatever it is that you want to work on, put it in the center of your chest, and then bam, I snap my finger, and of course that energy comes out. So it's really a preference for a person. If a person really has a deep connection to the EQ method, I'll let them go into the EQ method. If it's something that's a little bit more quicker, then we can look into the light codes. So light codes are a little bit quicker than the EQ method. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Yes.
For someone, like my mother has had some illness recently. She's got dementia, so we have memory issues.
Yep.
If I wanted to work with her, what would be your recommendation?
Okay. Okay, yeah, so her question is basically that her mother is going through dementia right now and what can be used to help work with that. I would say give her the body regeneration course, right? So you can download that online. You can get her just to listen to these meditations on a daily basis. She can start to create these cells as well. I can also work with your mom as well too, right? So if you say, for example, come to me for a session and you say, hey, Brad, here's a picture of my mom. Here's what she's going through. Can you help out? Yes. Now, basically, when I'm not able to get a full cooperation with a person, what I mean by a full cooperation is like the body regeneration, or so the EQ method, where I'm basically getting them to cooperate. The effects of it are limited, right? So when a person is cooperating with me, that brings the best results. If they're not cooperating with me so much, the results vary, right? So my recommendation is to contact me, to work with me, build a relationship, and then we can work on that, and that can help with greater healing. But in the meantime, yes, I can send spirit codes to your mom, or again, you can order those body regeneration course and get her to listen to it. You can also get the anchor for her, the full body light code activation anchor, and then you can give that to her as well, and that will help to bring some improvement into her body if she's willing to work with it. If a person's not willing to work with it, then like I said, things can vary based upon that faith. Right? Does that help? Okay, great. Yes, sir. Yeah, let me see if I can do that for you. Okay. Oops, oh, there it is. Okay, so Body Regeneration Series course, newearthteachings.com, and I'll put the coupon code there for you. Okay, capital letters, Regen 25, 25% off the course. Okay, great, thank you. Yes? Animals are pretty much the same as well, too, because they are very receptive to energy that we experience. So usually if you're healing like a dog or a cat in that sense, I'd say maybe wait till they're resting, till they're falling asleep. And what you're doing is you're creating the black ball for them, right? So you're putting the black ball in the center of their chest, and you feel like if they're going through some kind of discomfort, maybe if they had surgery or something like that, if you're also tuning into them and they feel like they have some very harsh emotions that are coming through, you're just imagining that you're putting all of that into the black ball for them. And now you're allowing that to be purged. So basically we're doing it in the body regeneration method because not everybody can do the light codes, right? So you're putting that energy of the black ball inside their chest, and now you're putting love energy into them as well too. So as soon as you're putting love energy into it, the black ball is starting to dissolve. Okay, so you basically feel their intensity on the black ball for them because they're not going to say, hey Sparky, how many, what's the intensity? Rough, 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 rough. Oh, 5 out of 10. Okay, great. So you're going to feel out the intense energy that they're going through. Once you feel that out, now you bring in the love energy. Okay, so the love energy is just like light rays, right? Light rays or liquid light that you're putting in the body, and you're just smiling and you're feeling like there's angels around your animal, and he's getting better, and you feel that energy dissolving away all of that black ball. Okay, so that would be my recommendation using that. That's the EQ method. Yes? So you have to speak up. Everybody goes to the same place.
Same place.
Yes. all souls go to the same place. So everything that really is alive has a soul to it, okay? So when your dog dies, when your cat dies, when a horse dies, when a lion dies, when an insect dies, they all go back into source consciousness, right? So there's basically an animal domain, you could say, right? And a lot of it is very much similar to what they understand this life to be. Now, basically, animals graduate to another density when they spend a lot of time with humans, right? So cats, dogs, birds, etc. They are able to take on human qualities, right? So they feel like they have a great personality, they're barking, they're playing games with you. Those particular animals are now able to reach a certain level of graduation, which means that if they decide to come back again, they can actually be human, right? The same thing with us. Like, we have the landscape of being able to incarnate as anything we want. We can be human, we can be animal, we can be vegetable, we can be plant, we can be tree, we can be all of that, because that's how we're seeing all of these things in the multiverse that represents ourselves. So in another universe, yes, you were an ant. Another universe, you were a spider. Another universe, you were a dog. All of these things come together. So every living thing, that's again why we refer to it as the living creator or the living God, right? It's basically giving life to that which is living. And so soul is a part of that entire experience. Does that make sense? Okay, great. Okay, guys, we're out of time. We have to start clearing out here because John D'Souza is coming up. So thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the presentation.